Hi, I'm Jason, and this is the Cultural Breakdown. It looks like Little Mermaid is actually struggling now just to even break even. Despite the strong Memorial Day weekend, it's really kind of floundering overseas, not just in China, which it was just an utter bomb there, but I mean, just overseas in general. And even domestically, it's not faring too well. I mean, it's to the point where they're even wondering if it is it going to break even. I mean, it had a budget of roughly $250 million. You take a look at Box Office Mojo, yeah, it's about half that right now, and that's not necessarily bad. But I mean, their international sales are just in the gutter. And if you look at their drop off, I mean, just even from Friday to Saturday of the opening week, I mean, a 21% drop off. And then, I mean, yeah, granted, these numbers are for the middle of the week, so it's going to be lower. I mean, I'm curious what it'll be this weekend. Some estimates are saying it could have a 60% drop off from last weekend. And if that's the case, I mean, this is just devastating for them. Not to mention next weekend, in the new Spider-Man movie's coming out, and that one's actually projected to do really well. So not only do they need to have a strong domestic showing because they're not getting any love overseas, they're actually competing against a movie whose prequel was actually pretty well received a few years ago. And not only that, but you look at their other upcoming movies, Elemental, it's just getting savaged by critics right now. I mean, granted, it hasn't come out yet, and audiences can be different, but this one also cost them about in the ballpark of 200 million to make, then factor in marketing and everything. I mean, this also needs to be another 500 million, or yeah, probably about 500 or so million to break even. But that doesn't even come close to the new Indiana Jones movie that's coming out later this summer. This is also just being destroyed by critics, and this is the budget on that was pushing nearly 300 million. So, I mean, it's unlikely that all three of these movies are even going to do well, let alone offset the cost of that. But you factor in other problems Disney's having too. Disney sheds 4 million subscribers in second straight quarterly drop. Streaming losses narrows by 26%. This is their Disney Plus flagship. I mean, during the height of COVID, this was like on top of the world. But now that people aren't locked in anymore, I mean, no one's watching it. Low pre-summer 2023 crowds continue at Disney World. Disney to close Star Wars themed hotel less than 2 years after it opened. Disney begins laying off 7,000 employees, CEO Bob Iger announces. Disney World halts construction while Universal continues. Yeah, that's another thing. Disney World's halting construction on anything new. All the while, Universal is going to be opening up their new Nintendo World in 25, and that thing is just going to go crazy when it happens. So, I mean, look at this. Disney stock deliver after years of underperformance? And this is from today. Disney is suffering right now. They're just all their main revenue streams are going down, and so far they haven't done anything to correct course. I mean, the best thing that they're trying to do now is just cut costs. They're not trying to build anything. They're just trying to cut costs and hope that they can just withstand it. I mean, granted, it's a big company. It's been around a long time and it's resilient, but no company is could last forever at this rate. I mean, I'm not going to say they're going to go bankrupt, but I mean, they really need to change course and fast. Otherwise, they're going to be in serious trouble. I mean, well, if they're not already. I mean, at least that's just what I think. Tell me what you think in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more and like the video. Thank you.